How big an issue is the Chinese Communist Party for America ultimately? Because this is another question that keeps coming up.
I think it's huge. I mean, first of all, you got to remember President Xi's in his third term right now is leading China. And in 2018, he went to his National Defense University, and he said that the West and the East, two forms of government, are irreconcilable. They're not going to work together at all. And this is the same individual who sat in the Rose Garden with President Obama and said they were not going to fortify any of the islands in the South China Sea. Well, go look at the Spratly Islands or areas around that. They've all been fortified out there. And they want to push us away from what's called the first line of the first island chain. And that we're talking about from Japan, you come down to Taiwan, and you come into the Philippines. They're trying to push us out of that so they'll have the influence on the Pacific region that we fought so hard to gain after World War II. Look, I'll give you a good example of what's happened with China. You know, the Solomon Islands. Solomon Islands are where Guadalcanal is. That was the great Marine victory in World War II, where they fought nose to nose with the Japanese, pushed them off that island. Okay? Just about a couple of months ago, there was supposed to be a port call of a U.S. Coast Guard cutter into the Solomon Islands. And they were rejected because the Chinese said, don't let them come in. That's the influence the Chinese are trying to have. And we need to recognize that. And you saw what happened just recently with the balloon. I mean, if civilians had noticed that balloon, that thing would have floated across the United States of America, and everybody would have been looking the other way. And unfortunately, they said, well, it's just a weather balloon. That was not a weather balloon. That sensor package was the size of 3 school buses.